This is the Armytek Predator Pro Warm. Let's take the lens cover off. Cool. So that's without the lens cover. It was a green filter. And now this is just the regular warm beam. It's on. Cool. Okay. So I've got main 1, main 2, main 3, and then strobe. Main 1, main 2, main 3, strobe. Just reached 3 on main 3. Let's go back to turbo. Cool. Get a bit cool. Okay, you can just reach the other side. So it's got a 404 meter throw. So that's about how far I measured with the light or lux meter. Guess it's okay for hunting at a short range. This is on turbo. Yep, just from Melbourne. Walking around with the torch. This is the Armytek Predator Pro Warm. So it's a hunting torch. You can just mount it to the top of a rifle. I'm just walking around an oval or football oval here. It's got a range of about 400 meters. So it's not a big thrower. You can get slightly better throwers, probably something like an Olight Javelot 2. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm originally from near Bengwarden or Merlot, just out near Sale. I think it's 150 grams or 180 grams, something like that. See if I can find a light, another light. Cool. So yeah, it's a Armytek Predator Pro Warm. So you can see. So tail cap has you can connect a remote switch using a magnet adapter. Just clicks on. It's pretty much just turbo when you click it in the hunting mode, but you can twist this slightly and then it gives you access to all the other modes. So you've got main 1, main 2, main 3, and then strobe. So there's 3 other brightness levels and strobe. I'm just testing this to see if it's any good. Currently I've done all the runtime tests. I haven't gone out and used it yet for hunting, so that's the next step. Hook it up to a rifle and see what it's like, but so far the range is, it's okay, it's not great. It'll be okay for shooting at like 50 or 100 meters. It's like, I usually get lights from lightshop.com.au, so LITE shop.com.au. Those guys are in New South Wales. There's also Lead Torch Shop. There's a company, so leadtorchshop.com.au. Those guys are out in Geelong. So they're probably the 2 main ones, or 2 main online torch stores in Australia. Lightshop.com.au and leadtorchshop.com.au. I usually wait for the sales around end of financial year or around Christmas, Black Friday type of sales. But it's always controversial having Black Friday sales in Australia. There are some better torches or more cost-effective ones. The Convoy L21B, so L21B by Convoy. There's a guy in New Zealand, Jacob. I think his YouTube channel's Piercing the Darkness. He has a torch shop where he buys a bunch of Convoy flashlights and then he modifies them a bit to just fine-tune them and get the focus fixed. So he improves the range of them. But he asked Convoy if they could please take the L21A, which is a bit heavy, and reduce the aluminium, so reduce the weight. So they made a L21B, which it takes a 21700 cell, has a pretty impressive throw. I think it's probably a bit more impressive than this one, and it only costs about $50 as well. If you get it direct from China, it's like AliExpress or convoyflashlight.com. Simon Mao's the guy who runs Convoy. Simon, yeah, he started up his own website to try and get away from AliExpress because AliExpress keep doing all these weird promotions and they've got a refund policy that kind of screws over the sellers. But then it just gets set and the torch gets chucked out. So he's trying to move away from AliExpress and just use his own website. I think it's Convoy Light or convoyflashlight.com. But yeah, it's way cheaper on AliExpress. But that said, Jacob spends a lot of time trying to fix he tries to fix the focus of the beam, because sometimes they're off by like 0.1 or 0.2 of a millimeter, and it moves the It moves the reflector so that it's a bit too high, and then the focus is out, so you don't get the range that you'd expect to get. Ah, sorry. I think I'm going down near a creek where reception's a bit crap. There we go. Got some trees. It's a favourite spot for playing around with torches. You got the moon and a bunch of trees. Armytek's probably not super popular in Australia. There's not a lot of stores stocking it. I think Ground Force International, Ground Force International, they're the distributor of Armytek torches in Australia. I mean, the quality of this seems pretty good, and yeah, I think I probably trashed it a bit too much before when I was near the football oval with all the lights. So it didn't seem that impressive, but now that I'm in the dark, yeah, it's perfectly fine. Floodlight, like a COB. I'm actually testing a bunch of them. An enthusiast in Queensland sent me a Phoenix CL28R. It's a work light slash floodlight. The quality of that one seems really, really good, but it's a bit pricey. I think it's like over $100, and I thought this has got to be a joke, because there's a bunch of companies on Alibaba selling these type of lights for about $6. But when I opened it up and started looking at it, the quality is completely different. They've custom made everything. It's even has, I think, USB-C PD input where it's like 12 volt 2 amp charging, which is pretty cool. But I'm also comparing it to the Bunnings special, the Click. There's a Click TL1916, which was on special for about $20. If you can, the Click ones, they've got really bad pulse width modulation or flickering, so after 5 minutes it'll start flickering and it's really annoying. I'm just going to go ahead and test the Phoenix CL28R and an Astrolux WL01 and the Wubin F5. So I bought the Wubin F5, and Astrolux or Banggood sent me the WL01, which kind of looks like a slightly better version than the $6 Alibaba, but I'll need to test it and find out. Yeah, so far the Bunnings lights that I've got as work lights, they got really bad flickering after 5 minutes, so I'm gonna see if these other slightly more expensive ones are any better, or if they're just the same thing but just cost more. I'll post those results, at least for one of them, at the end of the week, the Astrolux WL01. I'm just still testing it. I'll do some runtime tests tonight and chuck it on my lumen tube and see how it goes. But it might take another week or two to get through the Phoenix CL28R and the Wubin F5, and I'll just try and release a review each week and do a runtime test each night. Need to charge the battery and then chuck it on and see how it goes. This torch is getting pretty hot on turbo in my hand, but yeah, it's intended to be mounted with a scope, or I think, need a scope clamp. Well, I might head off. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. Let me know if you want me to check out any other specific torches, and I might take them out for a spin. Yeah, it's a bit tricky to filter through the different reviews. I've tried to add a search feature on my website, timmcmahon.com.au, to try and make it a bit easier to find stuff, but yeah, it's not as organized as websites like One Lumen, where they've got all the different categories. Cool. Oh, catch it. You too.